Hey everyone, it's Wendy. Welcome. I'm so excited you're here today for my fun masking technique featuring the gorgeous, beautiful bouquet stamp set from Stampin' Up. Now, this stamp set does come with a framelit set, and I have been busy playing with that as well, but today we're only going to be using the stamp set. And I'm going to show you some really fun, cool masking technique that will give you a fun wow card without a lot of hard work. I am all about the easy, fun, beautiful card without hard work. I've got a piece of 4" by 5¼ Whisper White cardstock here, and I'm going to use a piece of Simon Says Stamp masking paper to mask off an oval. Now, I pre-cut this oval using my oval layering framelits. I didn't think that you probably needed to see that. If you're brand new to stamping, you use a little die cut machine to do that. But anyway, so I pre-cut that and got it put down in kind of like the upper middle of this piece of cardstock. However, I have to say to you that I put it too high. I should have put it a little bit lower. It's a little too high. That's okay. So I'm going to come in with Soft Sky ink, and I've got my blending tool here. Recently I made the switch from using sponges to these blending tools because they are more comfortable on my hands, and I notice that I have more control. Now I'm speeding this way up at 4 times the normal speed because blending takes a while. It's kind of slow going, and so I just didn't see a reason to eat up your time watching me blend slow. So I got that all taken care of. And then I'm going to come in with a whole bunch of different colors and stamps. So I'm starting out with Berry Burst, and I'm using this really big floral here. It's not really big. It's big for the set in comparison to the other set stamps. And I'm going to stamp this one a couple of times onto my cardstock around my oval. Now, you will notice that I am stamping partially on the oval and partially on the cardstock. You want to make sure when you're creating a mask like I am here that you do that. If you try to stamp out of the edges of that oval and not overlap into the oval, you're going to have a really kind of a weird look, I guess, is the best way I can describe it to you. It's just not going to look right. So you always want to stamp over the mask so that it's creating a line underneath. You'll see when we peel it away. I just used Peekaboo Peach. Now I'm going for some Flirty Flamingo, and you can see that I'm just stamping right over the top of that ink blending. But these colors still show up really beautifully and bright. And I just have to shout out to Stampin' Up about their inks. I love their inks. They stamp so smooth and so even and so crisp. And I know some people have trouble with stamping and getting these even, nice images. And it's usually either the stamper, sorry to say that, but it's usually either the stamper. It could be the quality of cardstock they're using. If you use junky cardstock, you're going to get junky images. You have to use high quality cardstock. Doesn't have to be Stampin' Up, but it has to be high quality cardstock from a stamp company. Of course, I choose to use Stampin' Up because I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator, so why wouldn't I? And our paper stamps beautifully with our inks. So that can be an issue. When you have a photopolymer stamp set, sometimes if the stamp set's brand new, there can be issues with like the ink setting correctly on top of the stamp. If you have that problem, there's a few things you can do. You can rub a nail file very gently across the top of the photopolymer stamp, and it kind of roughs it up and it helps to hold the ink. You can stamp your stamp first in Versamark ink, which is a sticky ink, and kind of same thing, it helps to stick the ink down. Okay, this last little stamp I'm using here is to add a little floral piece to the center of those pink flowers, of those Flirty Flamingo flowers, and then I will be able to remove my mask. Sorry, I just yawned and then my phone went off. So y'all are getting all kinds of fun stuff. Okay, so now I'm gonna peel this mask away and you're just gonna be wowed. It's like Christmas. I love masking because when you peel the masks away, it's so exciting. It just makes me feel happy, people. All right, so we're getting rid of that oval and look at how crisp and clean and gorgeous that center is. So now that I have that, I'm going to use basic black ink and stamp a happy birthday sentiment right smack dab in the middle. The beautiful Bouquet stamp set comes with tons of sentiments. It's such a versatile set. This is actually a really great set for a new stamper because it gives you lots of sentiments. You get these awesome flowers that you can do so many different things with. And it's just really great set. So I'm using my basic black archival ink, which is my favorite black ink. And I'm going to test stamp it on my grid paper first. And I'm doing that because I'm using this stamp for the first time. And I just want to make sure that I'm getting a nice even image when I stamp, because at this point I really wouldn't want to screw this card up after I've taken the time to do all this stamping. And in fact, I wouldn't start over. I would just figure out something else to do. Okay, I've got a piece of Emerald Envy cardstock here that I'm going to fold in half. This cardstock was cut at 5.5 by 8.5, folded in half to make a A2 size card. And then I'm going to add dimensionals to the back of this of this card stock, and then layer it down. So it's almost a 1-layer card. It's got a little extra there, but almost 1 layer. Now I'm not quite finished. I wanted to add one more thing. So my very favorite sequins in the whole world right now are Pretty Pink Posh Sparkling Clear sequins. I'm really kind of obsessed with these sequins. So I went ahead and dumped some out, and I'm using my quick stick. This is a great little tool to have around to pick up little bitty objects. And I'm using my fine tip glue pen from Stampin' Up, which I love. And I'm going to go ahead and add a whole bunch of these sequins to this card. So while I'm doing that, I want to just give you a quick rundown on all the promotions that are happening in the month of July for Stampin' Up, because there's a lot going on. The first one is bonus days. Stampin' Up right now, every $50 you spend, you're going to get a $5 bonus cash from Stampin' Up to spend in the month of August. The cool thing about that is in the month of August, Stampin' Up is releasing a early Christmas stamp set. So you would be able to use that $5, $10 coupon towards that stamp set and bundle. Okay, second thing. Stampin' Up is offering anybody who decides to join Stampin' Up as a demonstrator, become a member of my team, you will receive a essentials gift kit along with the kit that you're already going to get. That essentials kit will have paper snips, bone folder, adhesive, clear blocks, 2 clear blocks, and I wanted to say there was a couple other things, but that's the gist of it. And they're also going to throw in the Christmas stamp set for free that's coming out. So if you have any questions about that stuff, please just contact me. You can either comment on my post here on my blog or my YouTube channel, or you can email me directly at wendy.cranford@live.com, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you have any questions about the card, all the supplies are listed in the description below the video. They're also listed over on my blog, and you can order any of these items there. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I hope you have an amazing day. If you want to check out more videos from me, you're going to want to click on either one of the images that you see here. You can watch those videos, and I have lots and lots of videos on my YouTube channel. If you want to subscribe and get my videos popping up for you, then you're just going to click on the little circle that has my face in it. I always love it when I get a thumbs up or a comment on my videos. Makes my day very happy. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.